Hey, good morning. Jesus is Lord. The Word works. Let me get my Bible over here. It says in Hebrews 11:6, for without faith, it's impossible to please God. Saints, you got to have faith in the Word if you're going to please God. Jesus said this. You see, we know Jesus is Lord, but he said this in John 8:32, I believe it is. If you continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So the truth is found in the Word of God. We're not talking about political truth. We're not talking about truth in math that you learned in high school and college. We're talking about the truth that's in the Word of God. The Word of God is designed to make you free. Then it says, for without faith it's impossible to please God or to receive from God. And I called this yesterday, and I'm going to do it again, the faith that takes. You go to Walmart, you can't just go around saying, boy, I feel good here. I'm in the presence of Walmart. Ooh, look at all this stuff that's been provided. And boy, they got it. Basically, if you need it and you can't get it at Walmart, you're in a lot of trouble. They got everything. I mean, yeah, they got tools, they got televisions, they got jewelry, they got clothes, they got beauty aids, they got medication, they got groceries. They got it. They got auto parts. I mean, they got it. So you have to go down the aisles with your little buggy, and you got to choose what you want, put it in the buggy, but then after you do that, you got to go pay for it. You pay for it with cash or with a debit card. Well, God's got all that provided for you, but you got to go put it in your buggy, go choose it, get it off the shelf, put it in your buggy, and then go pay for it, and you pay for it with faith. I even like to use this term, the faith that takes. Now, we buy a lot of our groceries at Walmart, a lot of them. They got good prices, they got a huge selection, so we like to shop there. But one of the things that we do not buy there is meats. Their meats are okay. I don't have a problem with it. But we found this little country place. I'm talking about in the middle of nowhere. I mean, they've got one store, and on one end of the store is the post office for that whole little area. I mean, it's called Alpine, Alabama. And there's a place called Studdard Meat Market. Man, it is country gone to town. They don't have anything laid out there. They got one freezer that you can look in. But they have the best meat that I know of in the state of Alabama. We buy probably 75 or 80% of our meat there. But you have to go in there and say, watch. You have to go in there and say to the lady that runs the store, she's usually behind the counter, you got any sirloins today? Well, yeah, we do. I'd like 4 of them. I want them a ½ inch thick. And she goes and gets them and she cuts them and brings them out. Then we say, you got any of that homemade, fresh, ground up sausage? Oh, yeah, got some of that. I'll take a couple pounds of that. They come in 1 pound packages. And they don't come like in a big store. I mean, she goes back there and she gets it. She wraps it up in some cellophane type stuff, plastic stuff. She'll put the steaks over there. She'll put the sausage over there. And one of the things that they have is they have what we used to call hoop cheese. I don't know where that name came from, but she has the old style cheese that comes in a great old big round thing. And I'll say, I want a pound or so of that hoop cheese, the black rind kind, sharp hoop cheese. Ain't no cheese like that in any grocery store that I know of that you can go into. I mean, it's it's a southern tradition. We love it. So we get the hoop cheese. We usually get the sausage. We always get steak, sometimes 2 or 3 different times. Now, we can't always look at it, but we know it's there. So she goes back there and cuts it. She cuts a slice of the cheese out of that big round hoop. Or she gets the steaks and she cuts them off of that great old big sirloin thing. She cuts as many as we want. We went the other day and got 6 because we were going to have dinner with Zoe and Dawson. And then we got 2 more in the refrigerator because we're going to have those maybe today. And then she brings them out, she weighs them up, and that particular day, I remember it because it was unusually high, but we bought several things. She weighed each of it, she totaled it up, she said that'd be $55 and some few odd cents. That went over what I had in my pocket. $55. I mean, but it's really good meat, and it's a lot less expensive than what you would buy at Walmart or Publix or any of the other stores. I mean, it's better. It's gooder. It's better. It's fresh. It's cut right there. It's delicious, and it's less expensive. But this particular day, she said $55, some few odd cents. I said, whoa, and I really hadn't budgeted that. And so I said, okay, no problem. I reached in my back pocket, pulled out my billfold, looked in there and got that debit card. You know, that card that says I can purchase this with the money that I got in the bank. Now remember, this is a country place. They don't have a big cash register. She got one of them old style dial-up machines. You know, she has to dial it up, stick the card in there. Takes a few minutes. I have to sign for it. But I had to use that debit card to make the demand on what I wanted. I took what I wanted by paying for it. Come on, saints. You're going to go to God. You're going to believe God, you're going to have to pay for it, and the only way you're going to pay for it is with the faith that takes, the faith that gets. Lord, thank you, you provided that. Thank you, it's there. I wanted steaks, I wanted sausage, I wanted some pork chops, I wanted some hook cheese. I told her what I wanted, she brought it out there and rung it up. Then I had to pay for it. You go to God. God, I want some of that healing. God, I want some of that divine health. God, I want to live a long life. Well, you're going to have to pay for it. But thank God, He gave you the gift of faith. Man, you got a debit card. Are you with me on that? You got a debit card? Come on, I'm going to preach. You got a debit card that you didn't even have to make a deposit for because He's made the deposit, provided all you need. Then He said, now, pay for it with faith, and you've been given the gift of faith, but you got to use your faith to get it. And I got to go, saints. Have a great day. Go into the kingdom. Go get what you want out of the kingdom. Pay for it by faith. Receive it by faith, and be blessed in everything you do. And so until I'm with you tomorrow, get it, get it, get it. Pay for it, pay for it, pay for it. Take it, take it, take it by saying, and I'll let you know what God's got on His mind tomorrow. Be blessed. Remember, Jesus is Lord, and as always, thank God, the Word works.